Oh,
Hello.
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 Nice to see you again.
Hello.
Nice to
Hi,
see you.
how are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. So I think we need to just wait a few minutes because people are joining. But in meanwhile, we can start talking as well.
So how is going?
Yeah. This question was not for me, so so good. I mean, the first, according to the schedule that is made, so the first task of the day is to introduce ourselves just in, kind of 1 minute, that everybody can know each other, especially the ones that I mean, it's their first time, or they're not really familiar with the other faces. So let's start with that. I mean, that's the best part to go with. Can we do it alphabetically? I need to create a list to see if later on somebody joins. So, okay, yeah, Amr, are you here, Amr? Amr, Khaled, Ahmed? No, okay. Arif? Arif Jamal?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, please. Can you please just introduce yourself?
No, of course. I'm just trying to turn my camera on, if that works.
No,
It doesn't seem to want to turn on. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, my name's Arif. I'm based in Bristol in the UK. I am vaguely familiar with academia through your talks, and also association with the Radical Anthropology Group, Chris Knight, Camilla, and Isis. So yeah, I mean, I don't know much about the work you do. This is why I'm here, to learn more, and I look forward to meeting you all.
Thank you. Thanks for joining. Başak?
Hello, everybody. I'm Turkish and I'm located in Italy. Even though right now I'm visiting my parents' house, so I'm in Turkey and happily in Turkey, let's say. I'm an architect, specialized on sustainability, but I mainly work on the interior design industry in this period. I also own an NGO that's always active on the environmental issues, and I attended different courses of academia and did the still doing the regenerative design certificate. So have a good day and talk to you later.
Thank you, Başak. Maricel, it starts with C, so that's the reason that alphabetically is next one. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm gonna try to turn on the. Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Maricel. I'm originally from the Philippines, but I'm living now in Belgium, and I actually learned about Ecodemia not so long ago. Because at the moment I really want to learn about these environmental issues, and I want to focus on something. So I really want to get to know more about what you're doing and the talks you have.
Thank you, Maricel.
Thank you.
Yeah, Chandler.
Hello, everyone. Chandler. I live in Baltimore. Moving to New York graduate program based in the East. It's I've trained as an anthropologist. Graduate program I'm going to focuses on urban design, so I want to focus on urban design, and I have experience with photography. Hoping to more about how to integrate those two, and I want to focus on sustainability in the future once I've completed my graduate degree training and I volunteered at different things. And I got introduced to Ecodemia through a regenerative design course I took back in May with Hussein.
Thank you, Chandler. Doman.
Hi, I'm Doman. I'm based in Sagara, Northern Philippines. I'm in community development practice. Right now, I'm implementing a project with organic farmers for regenerative food and farming ecosystems. I'm also into peace and healing advocacies.
Wonderful. Yes, Ilyana, please. Oh, you're on mute, Ilyana.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yeah.
My name's Ileona Utram Khalili. I participated in the first, the Ecodemia conference that just passed, and enjoyed it very much, and very impressed with the work of Ecodemia. I'm an architect, and I have spent much of my life in more hands-on with masonry and sustainable architecture, earthbag architecture. Lately, I'm doing a PhD, so I'm very interested in more in the theory of sort of an alphabet of sustainable architecture.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jessica?
Hi, I'm from Brazil and I'm an architect. I took several Ecodemia courses since last year, and nice to meet you all.
Yes, thank you. Leticia?
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of trouble with my connection,
Was
but
that
I'm
rooster
Leticia.
from yours?
What?
Was that rooster sound from your house? The
I
rooster.
can't understand. Yeah, the rooster is here. And it's early in the morning, so yeah.
So after introducing yourself, you can give the microphone to the rooster because we need some
Yeah,
non-anthropocentric attendance today.
yeah, it speaks more than I do, so it's really talkative.
Okay, sorry for interrupting. Yes, Leticia.
Yeah, I'm from Brazil. I took several courses at Ecodemia, and it was an amazing experience for me. I've met really amazing people when we did really amazing work, and it's really nice because I still can get in touch with these people, and it's really nice to share all that we shared. And I met Ecodemia. I got to know Ecodemia last year, and it was a really nice moment for me because of pandemic, and we were really not feeling really well about all the things that were happening. So it was really nice to find a group of people that feel this pain for the world and still act towards something. And yeah, so it was really nice meeting you all and having this experience with all of you.
Thank you, Leticia. Thank you. Marzia.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I am Marzia. I'm an architect. I'm Italian, but I'm based in London. I'm in Italy now. And yeah, I joined Ecodemia last year in summer because I wanted to discover something more about sustainability or how to make like green city, not make, but yeah, how to approach the city and the regenerative projects in a more sustainable and green way. So I learned a lot of things. I joined different courses and also the diploma program. I met a lot of colleagues, and that now most of them, they are friends. And this method also to work with other people who have different backgrounds was also another way for me to learn even more. So I didn't learn only from the lectures, but also from other people, the interaction with other people, so the experience of other people. So it was very valuable experience, and thank you.
Thank you, Marzia. Yes, let's move to Nadia. Nadia,
I guess Nadia wrote something in chat.
yeah, I saw, but okay. Oh, okay, no worries, Nadia. If you want, maybe just a few sentences you can write in the chat about yourself, so we can read it. Thank you for joining. Yes, Patrick.
Me, yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Patrick. I'm from Poland, Poznań. I'm a landscape architect, but now I'm on my PhD track, and I study some tasks, some informations about blue and green infrastructure and how to implement it in constructed areas. And also, I would like to create some algorithm to implement those blue and green infrastructure elements in urban, let's say, areas. And yeah, I'm really happy to be here because during this last year I learned a lot from Ecodemia. I now on diploma track, and those informations practically changed my life. And now I finally know what to do and how to create my future with those elements which I learned here. So yeah, I'm really happy because it evolves to my new scientific interest, and now I try to do something with those information and create new strategies, new let's say new elements with circularity and something like this. So yeah, I'm really happy to learn from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, Shema.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Mr. Sadri. It's very nice to see you again, and very nice to see the other participants.
Yes.
Actually, miss you all. I'm Shema Al-Kubaisi. I am a lecturer in the university. I have a PhD of architecture. I'm very happy to join academia and getting this information about regenerative design and how to preserve our planet and our environment and how to reduce wasting energy in our projects as an architect. Actually, I'm
we lost your voice. Okay, maybe there is something in the connection, so we can return to Ms. Shema later. Maybe Ertina, you can.
Hi everybody, how are you? My name is Urtina Mehmeti. I'm from Kosovo. My background is I'm an architect, but currently I'm working at the research center. Actually, it's education research center for cultivating insect protein. It's totally new, different areas, but I find it very interesting, and I'm currently working there. And as a part-time, I'm working also as a freelance as an architect. And also, I was a part of Ecodemia course, which I have to admit it was a really unique experience for me, because I met different people, and what was really important, like enlightening this experiences, because what is important, like for me, I am considering as an essential key that opened too many other doors for further opportunities, like it's guiding me and to think differently and how to think systematically towards regenerative strategies. And what I found really, really important for Ecodemia is Ecodemia philosophy. I mean, it's based on three principles. It's very basic three principles. It's ethics, ecology, and social. And only when these three components are combined and are balanced together, we can find a regenerative solution. This is very, very crucial to think in that way. And also I would like to thank all the other participants, all teachers, Dr. Hussein and Sanam, for their work and tireless work and efforts to make this course available. And of course, all together that exchange experiences and knowledge with each other. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you very much. It was a great pleasure. Miss Shema, are you back?
Yes, sorry,
Okay.
the electricity cutting.
No worries.
Actually, I am very happy to be with this environment and this society. We make a very big society of people that collaborating with each other. I wish to collaborate with the other participants to publish the education of regenerative design and the education of how to preserve our planet by workshops and lectures in the university, to educate the new generation how to conserve their environment and their life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And yes, so we have Amro.
Yes, hello all.
Hello.
I'm Amro Khalid Ahmed. I consider myself to be an architect, urban researcher, and designer. So I have pursued my master in 2017 and currently starting my PhD journey. Well, about academia, it was a great experience, not for the information that was provided in a very professional way and in a very like modern and trending way, overcoming the problems of physical distancing and providing an online platform for all those researchers and all those PhD candidates and master students. It was a great pleasure to meet all of you, and it was like a great experience to provide a platform for all of us to connect together and all of us to hear each other and communicate with each other in these such tough circumstances. I consider that it was a very great experience, and I hope that I can take a good topic from all this information and go with it in my PhD, because currently I'm still searching for the PhD point, but I already have like a very good experience and very good information about that one. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Yes, Anand.
Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Uh, it's nice to connect again, all participants. I'm very happy today, and after the 1 year connecting to you all, I get a very different insights. I'm from engineering background. We work with the different engineers, departments, industrial projects, and I think most of the people from here the architect background. So it's a very different perspective for me to know about ecological sustainability. I think myself, actually I did my startup on eco things, eco narrative 10 years back, and in that people doesn't know, what is this eco thing, because it's like a circular economy just started that time. It's just everything, every time it's everything new. So everyone is asking me question, what is this eco thing, eco narrative, and it's very difficult time for me to gain all subject knowledge to tell this is ecological farming or this is eco products. But now I feel good now after 10 years. I see the products and I see the people talking about the same thing, and it's evolving. Everything is evolving the time now. um, so I'm very, very happy, and I'm conducting one session now again, some of the agriculture students next month, end of the month, for conducting whatever knowledge gained from academia. I'm sharing to rural students. I hope they will implement this and help planet. Thank you.
Thank you, Anand. Yes, Javiera.
Yes. Can you hear me properly? Yes. Thanks. So I was very lucky to be part of the academia program, thanks to a scholarship that was granted to me, and I'm very happy to be here because I got to learn a lot, and I think that I've been able to apply that somehow in the field of my study, which is education. So very grateful. Thank you very much for everything. Mhm.
Thank you for joining. Jackson.
Yes, how are you, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, I must be very appreciative of Ecodemia for time I've been here. I've gained valuable experience and be to my knowledge into expert and especially mingle with the rest, because I've been in education, and but I've gotten an opportunity to interact because agriculture, education, ethnomedicine is somehow related, and let me admit, the knowledge I've gained here, the experiences I've gotten here, and everything about academia is exemplary. And this does not end here with me. My wish is that in the near future, successfully, if I will be in a better financial way, I will sponsor. I will sponsor academia in a way. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think we almost covered everyone. Nadia introduced herself in the chat, so maybe you can just have a look. There, she's not able to interact and join with her sound, so she just joins and contributes with text. Thank you. Yes, so we can just move to the second part of the program of the day. So I really appreciate that you're here. My name is Hossein Sadri, and I'm one of the let's say workers in the background of all this academia's works. So in Iliona's words, maybe I am one of the masons trying to build it. I really appreciate your participation. Just a few words about convergence. What is convergence? Actually, when uh, Bill Mollison was trying to establish the idea of permaculture as a kind of regenerative idea and try to create a positive impact on the planet. So he tried to somehow follow up all the traditions of Aboriginal, and the other indigenous people, and learn from them the ways that they can transfer knowledge and idea. They can make the communities, they can come together, decide, and do works together and collaborate and all the other things. And he learned about those great meetings of indigenous people that happens, frequently. And, that's the place that people from different tribes and different, regions, they come together, they share ideas, they try to find out new difficulties, new challenges, and how they can just take over them, and collaborate and develop new ideas, speak about the future generations, the future of their land, the future of their planet, and other things. And for that reason, he developed this idea of frequent convergences. So in permaculture tradition, what they do is they usually have one every year. They have a convergence. One of them is annual, and every other year they do an international convergence. So every 2 years they have an international convergence. That's people from all around the world who works in permaculture. They come together. But the other year they do some local ones, and they gather together in local areas. So the idea, I mean, this is the history of convergences. The way that mostly now in many of the permaculture associations and movements, convergences are happening is kind of, includes loads of research that, different permaculture research institutes or farms, they are developing, and they're learning from their practices. So they just, talk about it and share their new knowledge with the others, discuss some difficulties. And also it includes some other, social events as well. I think so. As academia, we believe that the social part is a bit more important than the knowledge part, which is also social. But knowing each other, learning how we can collaborate, learning that even we do exist. So there is someone in Poland named Patrick, and he is alive, is good. It makes me happy. So even this is something that, as many of you mentioned, in your talks, this is something that we really need to know it, and it is really helpful. And I think this is one of the main values that we are emphasizing on it. For that reason, I mean, our convergence, this is the first one. We will try to make it as frequent as possible, so we can come together more, and we can share ideas more, and it can be also good inspiration for the new people. We can bring some of our friends. We can, I mean, this can be just a social event that we can feel good. That is the main part. We can enjoy, we can feel good. I think this is the main let's say, goal of coming together, as it is in the indigenous, let's say, gatherings. It is more than just talking about serious issues. I think it is about drinking, dancing, singing, and so children playing around, watching the fire, listening to the forest, and observing the sky. And I mean, these are, I mean, holding each other's hands, feeling each other's energies, and dressing ancestors, let's say, dresses, and somehow communicate with the ancestors, communicate with the future generations. Look at the sky. I mean, yeah, so feel each other, feel the planet, feel the sky, feel the stars, feel the wind, and all of this. So I think, yeah, ideally would be great if we can move from more kind of conferences that we try to come and teach each other, towards that kind of gatherings that we just be there as one, so to become one, and to just feel that we are one. And this unity is even more wonderful when Letitia's rooster also joins us. So hopefully in the future events we will have more of these, not only the domesticated animals, but also some of the wild ones also joining us, or we will be able to just, yeah, observe them. Yeah, yes, Nadia, definitely. Maybe playing games, some ways of, yeah, kind of enjoying more and making it more joyful, as you said. So it is absolutely necessary. We think that we need to also, I mean, this is a great opportunity to have an online meeting. People from all around the world, from all continents, are here now, from all different time zones. That's a great opportunity. But at the same time, I think the physical gathering also is very good. So thanks to Ileana, she funded and founded and the meeting that we had just a few weeks ago in London. So friends from academia joined, and we ate together. We had a wonderful food, and wonderful atmosphere. We talked less, but we walked together. We breathed the same, let's say, air together. But also we talked a bit. It was not only talking, it was also silent. That also was good, feeling each other, knowing each other, touching each other. So these are the things that I think in the next years we are going to need it more, to talk to more people, to dance with more people, to touch more people, to listen to more people, because I think, yeah, we are in a very special circumstances of, planets and human races life, and with loads of pains and loads of responsibilities. So that's absolutely important to keep this, I think, feelings. So I don't want to name it. There are different words that we can name it, but it is something that, just to feel that we are all together, and we are with the planet together as well, with the skies and with the rivers and with the wolves and, I don't know, lions and snakes. So that is probably something that, yeah, we need. And the aim of this convergence is actually this. It is not something more. So it is. So I don't expect to come with some, 200 words of text with some press release at the end of it. Not at all. I think there is no aim, but other than just to be together, to talk to each other, to see how we can be more together, and what can we do more and know each other, and so on. So I talked a bit more, sorry for that. But the second part of 2 days is actually is allocated to our diploma graduates. So academia is now almost 1.5 year old, a bit, yeah, almost 1.5 year old. And luckily, we have the first group of our participants in diploma program graduating. So it is not good word actually, graduating, you know. So we need to find lots of new words. So definitely these modern words are not good. I'm not happy with using them. But again, you know, referencing to Aboriginal, let's say, and loads of indigenous, let's say, traditions, is that, you know, when uh, I mean, when kids become more independent, they have some ceremonies that, you know, they just celebrate it, that now you are an independent person. And those people sometimes they bring some gifts to their to the nature, to Pachamama, to, I don't know, to whatever they believe. And so they just say that, yes, you know, I know that, you know, in some indigenous traditions, they leave those people in the middle of jungle and they ask them to survive. So this is a kind of exam as well. I mean, so we are not going to leave you alone in the jungle, in the middle of jungle yet. But however, it is somehow, I mean, the celebration of independency, because it is the, yeah, very joyful moment for the tribe, for the community to feel that it has some members that will go and will work independently, more independently. Independent also is not a good word. Doesn't mean that, you know, their tie with the community is broken, but it means that they will be able to contribute more as a person to the work that we are doing together. So yeah, I mean, this time now is allocated to them. Maybe they can just, yeah, speak about their experience. They can speak about their dreams, what they're planning to do, and what is next, and yeah, anything else that they want to say. So I'm not going to keep it moderating. So maybe just you can turn on your mic and go ahead. Anyone who feel she's ready or he's ready?
Maybe I can start.
Thank you.
I guess if this one is me, one of the graduates, I guess so.
Yes.
Okay, yes, as I told you earlier, I'm Patrick from Poland. And yeah, those academia courses give me an opportunity to change drastically my scientific path. And because of that, I decided to move towards more, let's say, to join landscape approach with architecture. And with that, I will try to do some kind of circular economy house, which is underground. And because of those courses, which helped me to understand how to create passive strategies for heating, for cooling, and things like that. And also because of the urban, for example, course, I understand well now how to create, let's say, new reality, new reality of life, especially during this pandemic. It shows us that now we have to change everything drastically. So this thing which I want to create with my colleagues from department of landscape architecture. It can change a little bit this let's say nowadays problems, and we want to create, as I said, underground house which can be heated passively, cooled by earth, and also we want to implement in the same site greenhouses which also will be underground. So we need to think about how to provide sun to those elements, and also how to collect waters, how to create those systems for everything. So with that, I will definitely, let's say, call colleagues from Ecodemia, especially Hossein. We also talked about it earlier, and now we try to create somehow an alternative, let's say, basis for those projects with this house, and we try to invented alternative for concrete made entirely from plants, from soil which is on site. So yeah, we try to invent some kind of new strategy for creating house entirely in situ, let's say on site. So first of all, we want to try to plant plants on site, especially solidago plants and also taraxacum plants, dandelions, just to collect resins and also rubber from those plants, and then we want to mix it with sulfur, which is contained in Aliaceae family. So then we want to mix it with soil, which is on site, and happily we want to find solution to make it stable, to make it harden. So we will see how it works, and then we want to, as I said, create entirely house of it with all elements which we need to make full sustainability, full circularity and independence. So the plans are big, but we will see how will it goes. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. Who wants to go next?
Yeah.
Yes,
Could I ask a question of Patrick?
Yes, please. Yes,
I don't want to interrupt the next speaker, though.
Sure, please.
Where are you thinking of your project? What lands? I'm sorry, I didn't participate in your class, but just briefly, which place are you thinking when you're describing?
We consider to, let's say, make our area of interest in whole temperate climate, because all those plants which I mentioned grows in this climate mainly. So we try to spread our idea for whole temperate climate, but mainly we will start, of course, in Poland because of plant base, and then we will check of other species which can contain rubber, and it will be, let's say, cheap source of rubber. So yeah, we will see how will we implement on let's say wider areas. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Ileana. Anand.
Yes. I have like a little bit journey, 6 year, 7 year journey actually to do a startup in eco thing. I have 2, 3 platforms like Eco Global Innovations and Eco Global Farm. So I quite that time it's actually like an investment for me to and money, energy, and everything to visual whatever my vision is to put articulate to connect the products. That time I was in India, and 4 years back I moved to UK. And then I feel like whatever my narrative I'm thinking, the people are connecting here with the name of circular economy and industrial revolution. So it's for me it's a vision and dream already to have something in eco, and so do something positive impact on uh, to care of planet. But then second, actually, the point is after realizing dream, I did some work up and I found that we are living in a capitalist ecosystem. So it's we need a sound model to support this whatever the product services supply chain, because this has to be integrated and really have a correct impact. So that my the second learning is that we need a good model, economic model to support these ecological initiatives. um, Third, we need like a good inspiration and architecture thing. So that in that search I get connected to academia, that people there's the urban design and architecture background people are coming here, so I just connected that time. So we're doing some 2 projects now, like inspiration in India. So we're making like a nature temple to just to inspire and know about this permaculture and how we can do natural farming. So that is my 2 initiative I'm focusing now, um, to just to do whatever my learning and implement, because I don't want to just preaching, but I want to practice something and then okay, this is something reality is happening. And the last point, I found this new way of learning. What I learn here is co-learning. That's like a university and colleges are teaching like a one teacher, one professor, and everyone is just student. But here is everyone is acting as a student, and whole nature is learning. So we're sharing and learning, growing. So it's a co-learning experience. So co-creation experience is I found it's a essence of this my last 1 year journey with academia. I like to make sure that it grow more, and because I formed the like here I did 2, 3 years back like a community company here in UK, to whatever my platform I developed I want to share in UK, because I don't know anyone that time. So I'm doing trying my best to run this charity based company. But last 1 year COVID nothing has happened. I hope I do something this year. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Anand. Yes, who's next? Yes, please.
Sorry. Actually, academia inspired me so much. Last year, I talked with my student about the way that they choose their graduation projects. And I suggest them to find a new method of sustainable materials. Actually, academia inspired me to searching about sustainable materials and sustainable construction methods. One from my student trying with me to make a new unit of construction. It's made from rubber, mud, and cement. And she trying to examine this type of unit, and she designed her graduation project by this unit, and because that type of rubber was available in the site of her project, and she submit her project this year. Actually, I am very happy to transfer the inspiration of academia to my student, and they are trying to use a new type of thinking, sustainable thinking about their projects, and especially I have a new experiment of a unit of construction with my husband, and I have a good results in exam there. We built it. We built a chalet of it, and we have a very good results in thermal climate inside and outside by this type of construction method. That's inspiration. I get it from academia. And academia make us a new type of collaboration for all over the world. I didn't have this type of collaborating and cooperation of and sharing knowledge and talking with the others and know a new type of experience and information. And then I will very happy because I change my type of searching. I orient my searching toward of earthbag, as Eliana mentioned before a while, before sustainable methods of projects. It is a wonderful experience. I get it. So I am very happy by this experience. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
May I ask something?
Yes, please. Yes, I was just going to say that please feel free to interact and yeah, please.
Shaima, I want to ask about those rubber things. You mean tires?
Yes, tires, wasting tires. Her project was about revitalize the site of wasting tires, and then sorry, just a minute. And then she developed that site and make it as a factory of vernacular craft. We are in Kurdistan. We have a vernacular crafts. They use some crafts by their hand, and they try to make a new type of vernacular architecture by make a cooperation between sustainable methods and a vernacular life and vernacular crafts. Actually, I like that project so much because she do everything by recycling materials. And I think that they are affected by my ideas and my concepts, and that is make me so happy.
One last question. Can you tell me if those tires was cutted or just filled with?
Yes, they are cutted and crushed, and
okay. So as an additional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, let's move to the next. Who wants to be the next one?
May I?
Ramiro, please.
Yes. Well, the point I believe about academia is not just providing the information, but it was like an educational therapy or something like survival therapy for me. The times were very tough, and there was Corona and still Corona, but you have something like positive and humane people to talk and interact that happens or takes place like once a week. So when it's over, you wait. You know that when the week, when 7 days come next, you will have like this meeting again, and this tells you like the people are still alive. They are not all dead. They are not. Things are not very bad or very black. Well, this used to happen in the army when you. I have served in the army like 1 year. So when you are like guarding something or standing in the tower, so every hour, like every person like says something, so that the next person hears it and he knows that the other person is still awake and still alive. It's something like encouraging and something like grabs attention and so that no one sleeps. So I believe that academia acted like something like this. So in the period of like 6 months, we are all here together, gathering every week and making some assignments, which makes us or like obliges us to interact, expressing the negative energy and the black news or something in our emotions and our thoughts and maybe our quarrels, but also provide like a very good environment and healthy one, so that we like not feel the black impact of the epidemic. So I believe this is very quite important and it was very like positive thing in this circumstance. That's for the survival part. About the educational part, no, I believe I knew a very good professional and very good experienced people, and also will like to hear from them about their experiences in lives, or maybe master or PhD. So that's all.
Thank you very much, Amro. Thank you. Yes. Who wants to be the next, or any comment?
Actually, I just had a comment
Yes,
because
please.
I really loved what you said, Amra. And having just hopefully ending my PhD, there is something wonderful about having a community, a regular, something to sort of pull you out of yourself when you're faced with a very challenging problem, that something you have to learn that's new, and you're just kind of wrestling with the problem. And then when you're with others on the same path, and you just, as you say, touch base with them, or you, what is it, you're calling to your fellow guardsmen,
Yes.
that is great. But ultimately, of course, I think everybody has to get through those moments alone as well. That's the other, both at once. So I'm very interested hearing what you're saying about this once a week, because obviously you must have been going through all this alone. So you're developing your ideas or the solutions or the things that are fitting together in your brain or heart or whatever, and then you have that communication. Am I right in thinking that's how it felt?
Yes, totally. But I may disagree with you in a little point, that the way we are living today is heading us towards more loneliness rather than connection together. So now we are facing a problem of urban loneliness, and I guess it's like getting up or increasing, not decreasing. And I guess we need more like innovative solutions to solve this thing. And that's quite a thing that I may consider in my PhD: how to prevent ourselves from getting more lonely, how to, like, as you said, pick ourselves from this alone environment and get us back and uh, take a moment and say we are all together, not just alone. Even if we are, if I am like taking this battle alone, and I should do, but also some support is very good, or some like humanity, or something. I don't know. This is what I think about.
Yeah.
I also have comment, if I may. As you said, Amro, I'm really glad if I see your face, and even if I, asocial person, totally asocial. I don't like people. You are the only people which understand me well, so that's super cool, and I'm really happy to see you again. And yeah, even my wife asked, "Oh, this is the first weekend that I didn't see Hossein. What's going on? Where are your courses?" Yeah, so it's super nice to have those community and to have you.
I have similar comments from my kids. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, who wants to be the next one?
I can speak.
Please.
Also, for me, the community aspect has been very important. I see us as a global community and ecological friends. I enjoyed academia also for what I learned, because I like learning very much. But having had a very technical background in architecture, also on the sustainability aspects, I was kind of disappointed with everything I learned, because it never arrived to the human part, the social part. It always focused on the facade of the buildings, the, I don't know, if the distance of the bicycle to the bicycle network, to the green roof, but never really to the community and people's habits and their well-being. And I really enjoyed this course also because it finally brought in all those aspects, the social side of life, the ethical side of things. So I think I see it as a very completing part to my background, to my formation. And also, I think what academia was taught for, to create people who can learn things and then bring those to their local levels, is very exciting. So it's very nice that we kicked off with people similar to us in a global and connected community, and we will find these people in our local communities and bring this information to them. So I'm really excited also about the future.
Thank you, Basak.
May I comment?
Please.
Yeah, Basak, as you said, those community levels of the knowledge which we can pass through leads me to one idea, because I have some academic background, and I thought, yeah, maybe it will be a nice idea in the future to teach those elements which we learn here, and also to combine it with elements which I learned in academia. And with my wives, we will try definitely to buy some land and establish some kind of, let's say, academia child.
Very nice.
Yes. My role today is yes. Who wants to be the next?
Can I go next?
And her rooster.
Yeah, both of us. Hi again, everybody. I'm sorry for the rooster, for the dogs, and for the other animals that might appear.
They're more than welcome, please.
Nice. For me, academia was a really important moment, especially when I got to know academia and started the courses. I started with the summer course, and it was really amazing, and I got really inspired and did all the other courses and the diploma path. And it was a moment of first inspiration, and second, I think I agree with all the other colleagues that said that is this moment of connection, you know, of meeting new people that feel somehow connected to you in some kinds of aspects, and it might feel cheesy, but you know, you kind of feel home with some people because we feel really nice connection and we can share a lot of things. And for me, this was really important, and it was really exciting for me to take the courses and to meet all these people and do all the projects. The professors were amazing. You know, the process was really good. The knowledge for me was something that I wasn't really prepared for it, so I had to do a lot of study and I had to do a lot of sharing, and it was really really amazing. So I think it helped change my view in a really interesting way. And professionally also changed the course of what I was expecting and what I was doing. And also some other aspects. For example, I want to do a PhD, but I was completely lost, and I found people that were somehow in the same path that I was, and it was really nice to share, you know, and to feel somehow embraced by other people that were feeling the same way. And one thing that I think is really interesting is that I work for the government with informal settlements. And for me, it was always a really hard place to be, because we study things and we discuss things, and you are inside of this place where you are doing the top bottom typical kind of public policies and all the things that we try to change, and you see inside an environment where you can really know what to do. And it was really nice to be in a place where people say, you know, that it's possible to make a change, you know, even if we go from, you know, small steps and things like that, we can make a change, we can do something about it. So recently I just started working in a NGO with also informal settlements, but going to the communities and start doing projects and infrastructure. And I think the experience that I had in academia was the main reason that led me to this new job and led me to these new experiences that I have to face now. And I think I have not only some of the knowledge that can help me in this job, but also be part of this network that also can help me with new opportunities and things like that. So yeah, I'm really grateful to everything that I've learned and all the people that I got to meet and work. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. What did you do with the rooster? I didn't hear him.
Yeah, I think I started talking and he was listening to me.
Yeah. Thank you, Leticia. Any comments? Any questions? Then who's the next one? Meanwhile, Nadia put some comments. Yeah, Doman, you want to? If Doman is next, I want to say something. One of the most special moments in academia was Doman's flute playing. This was a kind of, you know, unforgettable event. I don't know if she's planning to do something today, but I don't know. I encourage her to do. We don't hear you. And sorry, Doman, we don't hear you. Doman?
Yes, please.
No. Do you mind to say about it? And
yes.
Yeah.
So may I just maybe I should play first before saying something about it.
Thank you for listening.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Super.
So I played a flute for the advocacy for asserting love, life, and liberty. In I started playing it actually more actively in the context of conflict, in the context of confusion, and the context of chaos, both on the individual as well as the social level. So I call it the sacred breath music. So with it, I was able to get in touch with a lot of people in peace and healing advocacies, and eventually with academia. Uh, um, yeah, it has given me sanity as well as uh, uh, it has been a very effective tool of speaking about the sacredness of life, sacredness of liberty, and sacredness of loving not only ourselves, not only humans, but also our ecology, the whole ecosystem. So, but what I really loved with the Ecodemia program is I've been so inspired and so touched with brilliance in the faces of all the facilitators and the fellow participants as well. You know, sometimes I get very bad signal, but I can really sense that energy, that enthusiasm of sharing, despite our knowledge of all the difficulties and the challenges in our varied context. We come to this platform to share inspiration and share solutions. And so inspiring also to meet a lot of architects. Um, it For me, I'm seeking actually designs. Design not only in terms of architecture but also in terms of social relations. As I mentioned, I've been into community development, so I engage local governments, technical as well as political. I'm not so good with economic now, but now I'm trying to design anchored on food and farming ecosystems. So I'm working a lot with farmers, dreaming with farmers, and with the course, especially with the permaculture course, I was able to design in collaboration with my teammates the Kasiana Peace and no Kasiana Permaculture Learning Farm. We're actually implementing parts of it piece by piece or step by step. Uh, Anand, I haven't forgotten our conversation. So, but for now, we are focusing on organic vegetable production. Also, we are studying uh, food and farm waste management, and I think that keeps the system uh, more complete as we've been exploring production, and now we will get into waste management. It's very much into prototyping, but I'm happy because I'm actually piloting a project, and we intend to get scale it up. My context is very much rural, but I also it's really so happy to connect with different landscapes and appreciate the contribution of the rural ecosystems in the larger ecosystem, so that well, of course, we cannot stand all by ourselves, but we also appreciate the interaction with the different landscapes while we act locally, we also are very mindful of global actions and global perspectives. And that's what academia has been providing very safely, very also on the technical as well as knowledge part. And yes, the relational part is also very important. So I've been very happy participating in the course. Forward to continuing sharing and building the web of constructive collaboration with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing the sacred breath of, our ancestors to the meeting. It was, really meaningful. Any comment? Yes, Marcia?
Yeah, I mean, thank you for let us know also a new thing. So it was probably interesting also to understand the previous event from Doman. No, I want to, say a bit my comment about why I enjoyed academia and all the courses, all the part of the diploma program. I felt like I shared the comment of Basak about what we know about sustainability today, which is not completely different, but it is of course related to what we learn here in academia, what we have been learning in academia. But is it academia has a different approach, or probably make us understand or to know different things that probably because of business or because of other interests no one knows, or is like that people don't care. So for example, about the community, for me I joined the first time in academia doing the urban design course, and was very interesting to me to understand how the urban design city, so make the city more green, but and so add less concrete in the city. So I understand how to do that, or get some ideas or inspiration from that course. And also about the community, so because giving importance to the community, because I think that one of the main character of the city is the community, that are the people. So no one, probably the most important, if we think in a consolidated cities, of course, and urbanized cities. So for me, it was very interesting to understand the connection between the city, or the relationship between the city and the people, or also about the future, because I also joined the permaculture design course, and was also, for me, was completely new everything, because it's not only say, okay, let's make or try to make a place or a neighborhood more green, but also understand which kind of greenery we have to put there because of the weather, because of the other factor, because of the needs of the people who live in that neighborhood, for example. So it's important to understand these little things, but which are very important. And also, when I joined this course, I was doing a postgraduate course in architecture and research, and it's an individual course. So it's just it's on path, on research. And for me, it was kind of frustrating. Don't have any other colleagues to share my ideas or to share other, I don't know, anything. So I had a tutor, I had a professor and everything, but it's like a PhD. So you have your own path. It's nice. But when I joined this course, I think I completed my, so I appreciate the things that I could have anyway, a team to work with, or even if not in a team, so even during the lecture, so during the appointment that we have every Saturday, it was interesting to understand how the other teams work it, because there is this sharing of information, so sharing of other presentations, other works. So it was I appreciate, and I think it's a really valuable experience. And for me now in the future, I don't have a lot of ideas how to implement or how to, I don't know what we can do. But for me at the moment, my concern is how we can make other people listen to us, for example, because probably we might have ideas, but probably we don't have a lot of space to share our ideas or to make other people know what we want to do or how we want to implement the city or yeah. So this is my little concern, but probably it's a kind of question that probably we can think about, or if there are people who want to say something. In my case, I don't have a lot of ideas, as I said. I'm on holiday, probably. That's why my brain is like turned off at the moment. But it's interesting for me to understand now how, because we are a community, probably a small community, and I like this sharing of thoughts. So probably we have the same, probably we understand each other about what, because we learn a lot, we did all these courses, and so we probably open our eyes about some things or some problems. So it's nice, but we are kind of small community at the moment. I believe that we grow. So just a way to understand how we can like make a difference and grow.
Thank you, Marzia.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, any comment, or who's the next one? So I see that Jackson, do you want to talk, or Jessica?
Yes, and also add my voice. Yeah, let me admit that the time I've been here, the knowledge gained is valuable, especially on understanding and societies, and looking where I would become useful and everybody will become useful in transforming Earth in the right path of direction. I have been practicing agriculture, big interest in the side of organic agriculture. I got involved with it at a small level. I started learning regenerative agriculture from YouTube. Attended here and the workshops, but meeting and getting an opportunity at Ecodemia has provided me to gain a world view of activities. And the beginning at first, I used to think maybe I'm the one misplaced, because many of those that will meet in the class would come from the areas of architecture, and I appear to be one coming from the side of arts in education and in agriculture. And when we were doing the design, the urban design, and with some of the students focusing on some parts of Kenya and other parts of the world, then I started gaining skills that I never had before. The most interesting path is about the collaboration. My collaboration skills and interaction skills have gone much higher through the interaction with Ecodemia, and yeah, with some that we schooled in the first course in the urban design. we are step by step trying to see if we are going to have a model regenerative social school, particularly in Kenya, where we are going to put a setup of the skills we gained here to train the community. The selection about the place in Kenya is about on the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro is basing on the environment. On one side is semi-arid, on the other side is arid. Then it's a pastoral community. Then there are those who are doing agriculture. It has poor, it has got the rich. So it provides a conducive environment for us to do, to have a practical experience of what we've learned here. It's a step-by-step development of this course, and we strongly believe that it's going to work out. For years, I've been participating in environmental conservation activities in Eastern Africa, and being in academia, the skills, the information. Now I no longer just do the path of just conservation, planting trees. I do it in a sustainable way. I do it in a regenerative way. That it is important to plant 2 or 3 trees that are going to survive for the next 10 years, rather than plant 10 trees that will only survive in 1 year. Like the rest have admitted, is the same thing I admit, that academia is the place to be, is a place to gain better knowledge. Like I used to read online, seeing conversation groups, especially where I've got, I'm a member. 2 people speak about circular, it is this circular economy. But the studies here, I went further. We've gone further and looked at circular economy. And now I'm in a better position, like the rest, to understand what really it is. Looking at soil erosion, looking at the environment as a bigger component influencing human life with the better skills. So being from the setup that I deal with agriculture and education, I feel my impact in terms of being an healthy person is also upheld. I not only just speak for the sake of speaking what I've read, but I speak what I've read, what I've been taught, and what I've interacted with others, and others of whom I've done trials wherever they are, and the trials have come successfully. I wouldn't. I will not downplay the aspects of saying that in the first time, just like Nadia commented, for the first courses units we began last year, to me, time was so much there for interaction of the students. Would have we the trainees will get a very big opportunity to interact. Towards the end, I feel the time became small and the interaction factor went down. Maybe in the future, it's still going to be considered that time factor is looked into, maybe 4 to 5 weeks and so forth, so that the interaction model goes up and the building of that social networking is really going to improve. For now, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Anyone else? Jessica?
Yes. I agree with the others about the part of we are a community, and I think that all the collaboration and knowledge that we learned together during the courses were very very important. And now I think we have a very different view and different paths that we can follow, and academia was the responsible to open this with with all of us. And I hope to have the opportunity to put in practice all of it and continue this exchange.
Jessica?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Jackson, yeah, thank you.
May I add something about
Please,
energy?
please.
Well, of course, at the starting of Corona, the energy was off. I guess at everyone in the world. So we are not like living a different day every day. It was like the same day we are living every day. So that let me think about how the energy is like regenerated. How do you get up and have some energy for doing something or making something or just doing the ordinary things you do? So it was like a very interesting question because if you don't have energy, you don't have like the will to do anything. So I guess what's most important about academia here is bringing the faces of us together and talking with each other. That generated some kind of energy that helped us like continue the week by week, and then get back to the field or get back to the ordinary tasks and have something to do every day so that the week is over. So that also like taught me something about the energy. When you live alone or be alone, the energy is not quite as big as when you interact with each other. There is a very good energy that comes out from interaction, especially physical interaction, because when it just disappeared, we didn't have that energy. And when it came back in a virtual perspective, it was like present, but not like it was like 20 or 30%, not the 100%. So this is quite something interesting for me because energy is related to interaction, and this is something I didn't think it was present or it was like obvious for me. So maybe when the interaction is back, I guess like there will be some huge of energy flows that shall help people all like be happy or get joyful again or something. I don't know. It was the graduation party of my brother 2 days ago, and it was like the hugest amount of people that were gathering together in one place since like a year or 2 years, and I really felt it was like paradise or something because you don't get those people together again and like singing and dancing and like feeling very happy and joyful. So I guess like really human interaction is very important, especially physically, and I guess it like can generate very huge amount of energy. Not quite one. That's it.
Definitely. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm just reading Nadia's comments. So, yeah. If there is not any other comment, I want just to move to the second part of the day and ask you to do something for me. So there is a question. I'm just sharing a link in the chat. So if you just click on the link, you will see a question. And the question is how we can produce a more positive impact. So the V here, I don't know who is this V here. Is you, is academia, is all of us together, is the humanity, is our generation. So it is not really, just you yourself or academia, but it is a bit, I think, more general. But I think, yeah, it's asking about the priorities, about, yeah, the ways that we can do something better, and basically to understand the main issues that we need to focus, what are the main focal points, or what should be, and this kind of things. So if you just please start adding some words there, and yeah, we can see how it goes. So maybe meanwhile,
Shall we do it now?
yes, please. Yeah. If you can. I see that some people already started adding some words. So maybe you can now see how it goes. You can write up to 3 words.
Excuse me. We just speak either the words here on the screen. We enter there, right?
I put a link in the chat box, so you can just click on it, and there is a question and three,
I have opened the link, right?
Yes, please. So you can add three options, in each of them 3 words, up to 3 words, 1, 2 words.
Shall we go through the next question or just the first one?
No, there is no next question. It is only this one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I think almost everybody contributed. So do you want to start? Oh yeah, I see that some new contributions are submitted. So yeah, I mean, the floor is yours. So anybody wants to talk about it? And meanwhile, sorry, before we proceed, I see that Filippo is here. Is Filippo here? Oops. So he was here, but he left now. So okay, yeah. We see some words, so let's read them. Taking care of planet, community sharing, work together, ecology, trees, interaction, collaboration. Collaboration is a bit more bold, and interaction as well. Respect, rewilding, share, acting, prayers, regenerative, collaborate, love, mutual support, educating, caring, learning and growth, empathy, create, inform, hands-on works, integrate, interlink ideas, regenerate, decolonize, networks, and integration, sharing knowledge, interlink ideas, everyday conscious action, volunteer support, sharing awareness, establish a movement, communication, traditional knowledge. Yeah, I hope I read all of them. collaboration, so interaction, sharing, networking. These are probably a bit of more bold, let's say, words. But meanwhile, we have some other words like hands-on works, like establishing movement or movements, and then like, yeah, empathy. That's, yeah, so communication, traditional knowledge. Yes, anyone who wants to talk and just support the words that they suggested and they want to really bring it up, please, just to let them know.
May I?
Yes, please.
I'm happy because my interaction, the word I wrote first, is like the second biggest word. So for me, I believe that interaction is what we need now. We are recognizing the powerlessness of the humankind and humanity against something like Corona and also the climate change. So we like we went to isolate ourselves more, making private houses and making like living in the suburbs away from each other, inventing the cities the way we invent them now to be like more private or maybe like the closed communities, gated communities, compounds. So this like prevented somehow of positive interaction, which now we need it more so as to like get back and care more about each other and maybe find solutions to our problems rather than inventing new problems to each other. Uh, this is what I think about what we need right now in the world. Not making wars, not like inventing weapons or something. No, I guess we need more interaction is needed, especially in the mental health or maybe also in the physical health. Um, that's it. This is
Thank
what
you.
I
Thank
think
you.
about.
I see Dritan joined us, so if Dritan wants to introduce himself and comment on it.
Hello, sorry from long trip, just managed now. Hope everything went fine as planned. I guess I should say a few words about how we found the program, how it was useful for us, how.
Please, yeah, introduce yourself, and it's now we are just discussing about how we can produce a more positive impact. So yeah, you can just comment. Say
Okay,
anything.
nice to see some of the known faces. I am Dritan Shale from Kosovo. Biologist and many other heads, development mainly, and looking at the human resources, but also at the development per se, trying to what sustainable development emphasized to do, but with academia, we learned a little bit more, and I'm happy to have been part of the program, to have had a chance. If I can say a few words about it, I found the program to be very strategically designed, providing information in a relatively or in a short time. The individual courses monthly and as a program, yeah, altogether to 6 months minimum. That made a turn in my many things that I was trying to make. Of course, not magical and not things change and make a difference with a turn, but you take a different look, a different perspective, and you grow within. You observe more, you do things, and this is a great chance. How we can do more, I think, to go on. We have a lot to learn, to explore within ourselves, within the environment around us, within community, with some science application and good practices, and networking, sharing information, knowledge, joint initiatives. The social capital, it's what is missing the planet, and we are to do. We talked about it in the community resilience. We talked other things in the program, which I will not take time now, and there is a lot that we can do. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, anyone else wants to talk, please?
Just looking at all the words here, there's a very strong strand of this togetherness, and almost like what is the technique of togetherness for sustainable ecodemia, you know, for a sustainable future. That's just a comment on sort of seeing all the words together that came forward to me.
Yep. This is a question, yeah?
I guess it seems to be, I mean, I'm not sure, because this is my first time with a group like this. You know, I just responded to the text that I saw on WhatsApp. But it seems to me that this is like a subcurrent in the questions of everybody is that we need a technique of togetherness. We need something relevant for today that fits, that works with a sustainable life, with the environment. I mean, am I wrong or am I right? But this is the kind of message I'm getting from just seeing that. Is that what's on people's minds? It is a question, yes.
I'm getting some comments, yeah. Yes,
Yes, for me, I guess we need to. That's why there is collaboration, interaction, communication, also sharing knowledge, community sharing. I guess all these words like relate to what you are saying.
So very interestingly, the second discussion. So I mean, in the schedule, as you may see, this part was not moderated, but more free discussion. But the second part, that after this question, it was planned and scheduled, was with the question of how we can collaborate. So it's very similar question that Ilyana is asking. And this is a moderated, let's say, discussion, but I'll just stop sharing. Yeah. Then I will share another link with you that you can maybe, yeah, please. Just a second, sorry.
So maybe I missed the point about positivity. Maybe your main question was, how can we be positive impact? Because you say positive impact, could be negative impact, but how to be a positive impact? because it's not always easy to be positive. As Amra said, you know, when you're working all alone and then you have everybody, you touch base with people, you feel the positivity flowing. So how do you maintain that in very difficult times? You know, are there techniques?
Well, actually, this is like the hardest or the most difficult question in these times. How to still have the energy, how to like, as you are saying, the impact, make sure it's positive. Well, I guess this depends on the community or maybe the nature of the human being. We are a mixture of introverts and extroverts, I guess. Sometimes we need to be extrovert and socialize with people, and sometimes we are just introvert and want to just isolate and then come back. So, what I am suggesting to have a positive impact that we recognize the exact needs of ourselves and make sure that we fulfill them in a very right way. This comes through maybe evaluating the impact of what we are doing, the actions, and see if like the impact is positive, then we keep going through what we are doing. If the impact is not very recognized or maybe noticeable, so we have to change what we are doing, and then like evaluate. This comes by experimenting or something. Another way maybe like studying the past case studies of the same situations or the same solutions. They may tell us like what we do, what has been done before, so that the result is positive, not negative. I guess these may be the two ways that can like help us in such thing, experimenting or just analysis of what has been done before. I guess so.
If I may.
Please.
Yes, I agree. And adding to that, we have talked about visioning. Not that we have talked about, but I found it relevant. And so with the vision, trying hard, persistence, and many things. It's not like planting a flower and seeing flourish within the season. Many processes are long term, so we have to see things in long perspective and reach eventual momentum and keep that momentum. Lots of energy is needed, yeah. But yeah, my point is that the many of the such things that we're trying to do or what we're doing is long term, as any other schooling. Although this is not a school, classical, it's a long term impact, and our work will be long term as well.
Thank you, Zoltan. Can we move to the second question and this? Yeah, how we can collaborate. I shared the link in the chat, so you can just click on it and maybe add just few contributions there. Yeah, I think we are almost there. So it is, yeah, it's some, I see some very interesting words like fairness. Anyone, please just turn on your mic and please contribute.
Can I say something?
Please.
Yeah, one thing that I found really interesting is that we don't really found a word that is more voted. So it's interesting to see how many different paths that we have to collaborate. So of course there are some words that can be really similar, but also it represents how many paths that we have to, so we can collaborate. So I think it's really interesting.
Very good comment, definitely, yeah.
If I may.
Yes, please.
On my experience with mostly with the NGO sector, and as many of you are dealing, and you know, it's more dynamic. It's you enrich with it, and you learn a lot, but you give a lot. I found that often as individuals or organizations, specifically as organizations, often we had goodwill to cooperate or collaborate even, but not necessarily we were prepared for that. So this is the observation I bring, that it's a first level, the goodwill, but I realized that there are a set of skills needed to collaborate.
Yes.
I'd like to add some few points. I think for to collaboration, we should be everyone should be have a clear goal. What's a goal they want to achieve? Once the goal objective is clear, people will sharing their contribution. So someone building community or someone building a product, it required different skills, or someone working very interesting project. It's architecture projects community, so people can participate, share their knowledge, ideas, and that's, and also the marketing is required. Sometimes the project need a support from different people, so they can market and write something about that. That give all positive motivation to the person who working. Actually, that's someone say just a lonely path happened sometimes to do work on, but it motivate the person to work on that ideas and projects. Yeah, because we living different worlds. We have like some people of academic, they have different vision, but when it goes to commercial, it's a very different world. So we had to accept that one. But yes, we can share our activity, or someone like share want to develop very interesting project in Kenya or UK, they can share that and they can support that activity. So spreading message and good vibes, and more skill develop in that section. Everyone knows this is I can do, and they can move forward.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any other comments, please? Yeah, I think, yeah, there is a great kind of common sense between all of us and common understanding about yeah, how we can collaborate. We know diverse ways, as Letitia said. And I just want to move probably to the final session of the day. I mean, and yeah, just ask what to do next. You know, what do you think that we need to do next?
Spread the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say that from my point of view, the main contribution which we can do now, after I know that few of us graduate and have training of trainers. So from my point of view, we can just teach youth and teach all of those communities how to do it and how to change the world. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I can say something, I think something that I would say that is really nice is maybe having like a manifesto or something like that, you know, where we can have like our goals really cleared and maybe some suggestions of strategies and how to really spread the word, as Patrick said, you know, because saying from personal experience, I've been having some trouble with the place that I've been working, that the goals are not really clear, so we don't really know how to implement the things that we're saying. So it would be really nice if we could agree on a really clear strategy, or you know, set of proposals, and yeah, use that to spread the word, and to even our internships now, that we can use these as a common goal for everybody.
Yeah. So, some kind of manifest which you can also see on portals like Architecture and this kind of stuff. A lot of architects doing it, especially in the field of green architecture. So, but this here is super different. So maybe it will be nice to establish some kind of main rules and share it somewhere.
Also, we need something like universal practices. So what happened? Every revolution brings some standardization practice in industry. Like architecture, same architecture impact in every section. So we can have like sharing the practices, local practices, and finding something of universal principle which is applicable. Someone already maybe have deep research on that, and it can share. So we go on the same line. So it would be good to have a global collaboration, and yeah, future possibilities will be grow.
Thank you.
Also, sorry. Till this moment, I also implement all those rules in all my classes which I conduct at university. So yeah, I will try definitely to establish a new lecture about regenerative design on my academia. So yeah, it might be one of activity which can be done in the future. To move to universities. Yeah, sure.
May I say something?
Please.
Well, I have made like something, some conversation similar to this with the barber. I used to cut my hair at. So we are talking about should one like be placed at a position, a very high position in the government, or in a NGO organization, or in a school, or in a university, or just have something like a position in a junior or maybe a senior position where he can like have more impact. So for me, I strongly recommend that one can or may consider more being at a position where he can make an impact to direct people he is talking about or maybe like communicating with. This is better than being in a position, a very high position, maybe minister or maybe a director or maybe a leader, but he cannot make a very good impact. So it's about the impact more, where or how much impact I can make at this position. So maybe people are very good about being in a very high position and can make the impact from there. But for me, I thought more about like maybe when the circle is small, so I may be more focused, maybe more organized, and maybe like the impact would be more intense and more direct. So it would be better. So I guess the solution, or maybe the key to the solution, would be more about the impact.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Any other comment, please?
I also really like something that you said, Hussein, about the idea of these Ecodemia convergences and maybe creating these regular spaces where we can share, as Anand said, practices, idea of maybe having working tables and places where we can work together and feel all the challenges together and propose solutions. So I think it would be really nice to do that regularly somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, more frequent kind of gatherings maybe, but yeah,
Yeah,
maybe regular,
yeah, exactly.
A space to share, definitely, yeah. Any other comment?
Probably also about informing, also find a method to inform, how to involve people, how to make your ideas attractive somehow, or probably it could be helpful, because I work in education, so I could have this chance, for example, to inform other people, the students, even if they are young students. But it's important, I think, also understanding which is the best method to involve other people, to inform the knowledge that we absorb. So,
Definitely reach more people, yeah.
If I may.
Yes, please.
This is like mission, like movements. Not only that they're long-term impact, but also they need to be feeded. The system has to be feeded. And academia, it's I think it's doing a good necessary job, and it needs to be doing so as long as a mass is created. For a movement, you need a mass, and a critical mass, and an active one. And as the colleagues were saying, to integrate the concept, the principles, whatever it comes in any form or fashion we are doing to integrate it into, and I think this is a big contribution. And yes, not killing ourselves trying to change the world, to have the weight of the what has been done and the guilt till now, but with small things, cautious, sharing a lot. Yes, these periodical meetings and so on. Maybe the program and together with us some kind of follow-up. Long-term evaluation, more in terms of as this meeting, the challenges that are presented, what you are doing, not to check policing, but just to follow up, to be there. And I'm sure this has been thought. And yeah, because I struggled with after university and start with NGO work and so on as environmentalist, but either in university at that education system and nor after, I had a mentor, and I was left alone. I was like in jungle concerning our local circumstances as well, the post-war society, and yeah, makes it even more. So mentorship is a very good thing I have found out, and that could be not only to wait by program, but it's an opportunity and a chance that we can feed in peer review to the new and think that we cannot cover, then come back to the program. What I was trying to say, I've been thinking to do a PhD on the circular economy, and we have talked a little bit. I see Patrick knowing that he deals a little bit with it, and it's a great, but it's not all. What's there and what's needed to be done, and what we know and will be knowing. So, and I left it. To me, it comes very limited to do something which other people can do. It's fine. I'll be happy to follow the development of the program more closely in terms of capacities, in terms of storytelling, in terms of all organizational perspective, to of course with the help of others, but kind of assist will be interesting. I don't know if it can be evolving in thesis, but a good story to tell, yes, perhaps. So yeah.
Yes. Any other comments, please?
I think we can next step, maybe we can find the 10 activity or the 10 the projects, community projects or activity which we can focus next 4 months, and finding something good constructive output from it. It's the same like internship project, just extended to a reality of someone has a real project and where we can contribute what challenges he's facing. Someone so there's an open project, so everyone can contribute to that, and we can find something after 3-4 months. Okay, this is what we challenges, and person can coordinate and people just join. So because challenges are different, so it's we develop the leadership also in that process, and have open environment.
Yeah. Good point. I think all good points. Yes, please.
Yes. Connecting with what Dritan and Anand was saying, I think it's really good to have some documentation of the stories, whatever context we're in. And it's also, yeah, I also agree with that, having some kind of focusing on some projects and collaborating on whatever ways we could, and appreciating. I mean, even if it's happening in a different place, we can actually learn a lot. So yeah, coming up with like, I was hoping to see some video. I thought I was the only one who was so bad at preparing a 1-minute video. These things really help, looking at or viewing at actual situations, and also listening to stories other than our direct stories. It's like it's so inspiring, knowing that it's happening all over the world, all over the globe, however small maybe, but it's actually this butterfly effect, of inspiring and co-inspiring each other. Yeah.
Yes, please. Patrick, and then Shema.
I have just one thought. Maybe it will be also nice as we are here and we have a lot of Ecodemia's friends here. Maybe it will be nice to establish some kind of society of regenerative design practitioners, some kind of, I don't know, and then just maybe share, as some of you told earlier, some stories about peoples which done something in different fields to show that those principles can be applied, let's say, everywhere in the every field of our life. Thank you.
Good. Yes.
Actually, I made a lecture online on a platform, on Egyptian platform about regenerative design, and I translate the knowledge about regenerative design. I'm trying to make a theoretical framework about that. How can we do that by step by step? And then I share some of the projects in Egypt, especially in Egypt. I find them. It is a wonderful project, and with that platform. And the people who watched the video, they are call me and trying to know more information about academia and regenerative design, and how they are starting with this type of information. And I'm trying to advise the schools, especially the primary school, to educate the children how to save the environment, how to start to help each other, how to brought up this type of feeling in the children. If they are if we are start with this type of feeling from the children, we can take a very good chance to let all the people feeling each other, and helping each other, and try to sharing knowledge, try to sharing their feelings. I do that with my school of my child, and they are they felt happy, and they actually they implicate that. They take the student in the garden in front of their school, and trying to let the student how to plant the trees. And they said that they are planning to do that with all the area around the school. Actually, that made me happy. I'm trying to actually, I'm dreaming to make a platform, digital platform, to and made lectures about regenerative design. And I do the first step by that lecture. I do it, and I'm planning to do that platform, and making a new lectures, and advise the other by that type of design. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't see any other. Yeah, please.
I just want to say, I mean, something sort of simple and practical on collaboration is sometimes you just need, just like, Facebook always sends us when somebody's birthday, or when you graduate, you have an annual reunion, or or something non-anthropocentric, like you have it's just an Earth Day celebration, or some of these kind of things also tend to keep people communicating even when you've gone in different directions and you're following different projects. Sometimes it's a complete kind of non sequitur that crops up fairly regularly that can keep the threads together, that maybe, you know, closer collaborations are a bit more spontaneous when people actually find common interest in a project, and that has more, that's actually more anthropocentric. And sometimes you find, you know, I don't know, you just celebrate once a season, springtime, autumn, winter, the solstice. These are classic things. Or everybody's birthdays, but just a simple thought on collaboration. Sometimes it doesn't have to be actually on the subject material, but if one isn't ready, like Dritan, have I said your name right, said sometimes you want to collaborate, but it just doesn't gel, and it takes time, and whatever, like families, you know, what keeps a family together? You may not even get along very well as people. You may not share common goals, or you may not even want to be seeing each other so frequently, but certain things just kind of hold you together, you know. Whether, like now I'm at my sister's, and I apologize, but I probably have to go because she's disabled. We're all getting together again over her disabled care and some problems and hiccups. Sometimes it's these things. I don't know if there's a birthday, maybe graduating is your birthday, so you'd go to celebrate it at least every year and get together and then see what happens, you know. Thank you very much for allowing me to be part of your wonderful conversation, and wish you luck and blessings on all your projects. And thank you, Hossein. You're doing such a wonderful thing, this Ecodemia.
Thank you.
I'm glad that I just got the text, and very nice to meet everybody. So sorry I have to go a bit early.
No, please. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we are almost there. So I tried to be as silent as possible and leave the floor to all of you. And I really appreciate your contributions and your participation. So just maybe a few words from me. I want to just report you some things about Ecodemia, some additional information about Ecodemia maybe. So I believe that, you know, Ecodemia is just in the first age of his life. It's her life. So it is very, just as a baby. So I don't have loads of expectations from Ecodemia. You know, it's like, imagine just 1 year old, 2 years old, you know, baby. So you look at him, you know, you don't expect him to solve the problems. You don't expect him to cook for you. You don't expect, you know, it's just, you know, there. But just because of him, the family gather together. So the parents come together. They feel responsibilities. They try to somehow feed him or her, you know, change her, make her sleep. So its sounds become the sound in the atmosphere of the house. So it becomes the most probably important part of the life for them. So he himself or she herself is not really that much strong, but has loads of effects to the environment. So the grandfathers, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, neighbors, everybody come together, try to do something for this baby, you know. But she herself is nothing, you know, just a very small doll, you know, living doll. But yeah, what she can do to the environment is quite amazing. But just giving that feeling of responsibility and feeling of, you know, okay, the new generation is there, and, you know, we need to make her live and sustain somehow. So the voting, just giving is part of maybe the main values that I think we need to keep it. So we always talk about it. We never want academia to become something professional, something very established, very organizational, because, this is exactly what we don't need. We have loads of them. We have many of them around, so we don't need them, basically. We don't need more. And yeah, I just think, always from the beginning, I mean, all my designs or anything that I design in my life, one of the first criteria that I always kept in my mind for the design is what I'm designing is going to die or is going to live forever? And always the main point for me, the main value for me was anything I design must die. So this is what it is natural. This is what it must be. So I mean, because we all die, so I don't want to be the pharaohs, building pyramids to just live immortal forever, because I'm not a dictator. I'm not a person that I want to just say that, okay, I am the only being, I am the god, I'm against this idea, I am against this egoism. So whatever I design must die, whatever I design must just come temporarily, leave, do something, and then disappears, and leave the floor for the next generation, for the next projects, for the next ideas. And that is exactly what it is with academia as well. So I really don't want academia to live forever, even if it is very good, because we had loads of very good people, in our families. We love them, but they come and go, if they stay forever, so that's not they don't have the same impact as if they come and go. Because I mean, this is a very critical rule, that, I mean, it is not death, but it is something else, in more kind of as I said, indigenous way of thinking. It's kind of transformation. It's kind of just, anything is creating a ground for growth of something else. So in my small garden here, every day loads of things comes to life and loads of things die, so, and then they're just part of each other, and this is it. So I think yeah, what we design needs to be in the same character. And just I hope academia will be one of them. So as I said, the voting is very important part of it. So me as Hossein, what I can do is just devote time, energy, and as much as possible in my weekends and evenings and early mornings, anytime that I'm not working my job. So and for all of you, it's kind of contributions, all the people who are joining academia, somehow supporting the life of it, as I said, like the baby, that each person tries to do something. Somebody fed, somebody change her, somebody just play with her, somebody make her busy, I don't know. So somebody play music for her, I don't, somebody, anyone, somebody just say a lullaby, and tries to make her sleep. That's it. So this is my understanding of academia. So I don't expect a lot from here, but I expect from all of us as, let's say, carers of academia or carers of these ideas to just try to devote as much as we can to the growth of this. And because again, I always refer to this indigenous understanding, in indigenous life, kids didn't have parents, but they had many parents. So everybody in the community were responsible for them. So I don't want to be the father of academia. I want only be the father of two sons that I have. It's enough. So so but yeah, I can share partially the parenting part, but I want academia to have more fathers and more mothers, and more brothers and more sisters, so that we can just feed her and him to grow up, become a youth, become strong, and then slowly get elder, and just sit somewhere so we can go and talk to her anytime we want, as an old wise lady of the tribe. And one day, I don't know I will be there or not, but one day she will die and we will just make a funeral for her, or just celebrate her death and rejoining of her to the ancestors, let's say, previous academias, and let the new kids, so then they devote our time to the new kids that are coming, and they need more caring and more other kind of attention. So this is my feeling. So the baby is crawling now, luckily. Last year he was just very static. Now crawling, moving around, touching the walls, going towards dangerous zones in the house. So yeah, we need to keep an eye on him or her to not fall down more. But yeah, that's it. So I leave the floor for you, so you can just please share your final thoughts and ideas before we say bye for now for each other. Please.
I want to say just little things, because it's true that there is a death, but I mean, for me, I'm religious, for example, so I believe in a kind of life after the death. So probably could be that in a material way, but probably will still be the sounds of the spirit of academia anyway. So like the knowledge that people can share through this, or the knowledge that academia can give to people, then even if the academia will not be here, but anyway, people can, there is still the, probably will be like in the kids already, so they will be already informed, probably not sure. So just to be a bit positive.
Thank you. Yes, Javiera?
Thanks. I would like to, mention maybe just a little bit aspect of maybe language, communication and stuff. It's just that I sort of feel, but it's just the way I feel. I feel that there is a lot of maybe cultural appreciation that might be somehow confused with cultural appropriation, right? And during this whole meeting, I have somehow felt that we all agree on the fact that communicating is super important, right? You were able to, to bring the ecological literacy program, the one that I was able to enjoy. I'm very thankful for Marcela, the professor that guided us. But I also felt that there was something missing, and it's probably because of our very, consumerist societies in terms of like white hegemony. I'm not trying to be racist or anything like that. I really I'm not. But what I felt that is missing is that all the contents that are somehow covered are I don't know, like addressed in a very structured way in terms of the language, because we're all speaking English, right? And we're all using language as a lingua franca. Here in Chile, where I am from and where I live happily, we do have a lot of presence for the, I don't know, like ancient cultures. They are very repressed by the police, and that is important to say. They're very violent towards them, but they have never stopped fighting. I am not originally Mapuche. I am probably a mixture of a lot of races because of the colonization process, right? A lot of women got raped, a lot of people were killed, and it's important to say that when talking about this. But what I have found very useful is the way in which counterculture groups, the ones that I get to meet thanks to my small town, I don't know, like spaces and stuff, they have done a very beautiful and active work when it comes to recovering the ancient languages through, I'd say, convergences. I didn't know this word convergence until now. I just knew the words gathering and like more, maybe less structured vocabulary when it came to these very, I don't know, like schedules and stuff like that. But I don't know if any of you would like to create like a, I don't know, like a long distance community group to recover all of our like ancient languages together. It sounds like super crazy, but I took like a Quechua class last year thanks to the government. It was for free. That's good. They are investing some money. But the thing that repeats itself all over again is that ancient communities were able to address like the climate crisis way before it happened, because they didn't I don't know, like somehow decided that it was more important to create a whole society in terms of economical growth, and I don't know, like neglecting nature, right? They all agreed that nature is amazing. It doesn't matter how well or bad we behave, how much we do or we don't do. The seeds keep sprouting, the plants keep being, I don't know, propagated by pollinators, not even by, I don't know, men or women or non-binary conforming people, right? Not by humans. And there's a term in my, I don't know, my geographical territory or my country, but not thanks to Spanish, but the Mapuche language, the Mapudungun, which is Newen. And I don't know if any of you have this term in any of your languages. I am very curious about that. That's why I'm like talking about this, because Newen is the like the very strong energy that we are all connected by, and it doesn't have anything to do with religion. It does have a lot to do with this sense of connectivity that we are all somehow mentioning. I think that if we are here, it's probably because we believe in the power of collective minds, right? That's why we are like somehow sharing what we have learned or what we want to do. And I don't know if you have any of that. I'm sorry to ask that. Maybe I talked too much. Sorry.
No, it was
Thank you
great.
for everything. So I don't know if you have like that, because I felt that we get, I don't know, if we keep talking about how awesome ancient communities are, but we don't truly engage in, I don't know, like in propagating the languages that they had, we are basically like waiting for hegemonic consumerism to finish destroying everything that was left, which is like preserving seeds. And we can only do that, I think, if we truly engage in our like ancient cultures. And it's probably difficult, and it's probably impossible for some of you. I don't know how your ancient cultures have been treated in your territories. In here, they have been violently raped and destroyed, but there are still a lot of communities that fight back. Mapuche people didn't build like gigantic pyramids or anything, but they didn't engage in sacrifices either. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm a little bit off topic, but it's, I don't know.
I think I mean, there are two issues that I learned from what you said. So one of them is about engaging more with that culture and giving more space for them, and just appreciating as much as possible. I definitely agree with you. We need to learn more from remaining, culture or cultural, I don't want to say products, but cultural entities that they have, definitely. So that's maybe one of the reasons that we enjoyed a lot from Doman's, flute, than anything else. And then, the second part is about language. I totally agree, and I think one of the biggest problems that we have in academia as well is English language. So we need to diversify language as much as possible. This is one of the things that we are somehow trying to do it. We need to definitely try to make this baby speaks different languages. Otherwise, we don't want to raise an English baby only, but a baby that's can talk in ancient languages, definitely, in the language that can communicate with the planet, more importantly, with the wild, more importantly, than only with the white educated people. I definitely agree with this. And also, I mean, the English language and the terminologies that mostly we are using, including convergence, is not good enough. So when I'm talking, you realize, I'm just trying to find a word to explain it, but there is no word. So so we don't want to use project, we don't want to use work, we don't want, responsibility. All of these are problem. All of them are problematic. So definitely, maybe we can find very good alternatives from ancient language and traditions. And yes, these are all the works that we need to do. Thank you, Javiera. Patrick.
Yes, I just want to contribute, as you talked about tradition and those stuff. I realized that I found a really nice book. I don't know if you know this one. I can highly recommend you. So yeah, it's definitely about those law techniques that this is that traditional ecological knowledge which can be used in every design. So yeah, in all of my works now, especially with this circular economy house, I would like to investigate what kind of structure was developed by culture of my climate. I mean, Slavic Germans and all of those cultures, which created those structures in the past time. So we can just recreate it. It's not good to think about new stuff when we have answers from our ancestors. So we can just take it and do it now with the new technology. And that's one thing what I want to say. And second one is I found from my colleague one book which is a bestiary from Slavic Legends. And as you said, our culture is totally forgotten in Poland, because we are Slavic until 9th century. We have totally different culture. Then we have, let's say, our king take Christianity, and then we lose everything. So now we don't have even our main culture, which was typically Slavic, you know, and all of those, let's say, beasts are mainly are mainly demons from taken from nature, and they they believe in that, and it will be super nice to take it one more time to the world and practice it because it's beautiful for me that this diversity and you know knowledge from ancestors. As you said, it will be nice to show one more time how it worked earlier.
Actually, I have a research about Islamic cities. As a part of my PhD, I make a research about Islamic cities in Spain, and they are a whole city planning into regenerative design approaches. They are recycling the water. They make a specific areas for green. They know that some of the sustainability principles at that time, it is a very long time before, and the cities was planned in a wonderful way. There is some cities demolished, and they are some of them. They have still the archaeology of some of them still there. Actually, I'm searching now about the relation of regenerative design with the vernacular architecture of the societies. And because I am sit in Iraq, in the north of Iraq, they are a Kurdistan region. They have a special culture, and that culture, it has many of regenerative design principles. Their houses built in regenerative design principles, their life, their societies, their cultures. Maybe sometimes I will show you the type of villages and the type of their life is wonderful. Special crafts, and that crafts will be get from the nature, and they use it by their life till now. And one of their village entered the UNESCO preservation. It was one from the UNESCO sites. Actually, this matter, I thinking about that from a long time, but I must be complete my research about that. Thank you for inspiring us. This topic, it's so nice, so have so inspiration. And I think if we searching in the ancient civilization, we will find more and more, and we can to develop that ways and that methods and to educate the people about that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, Dritan, do you want to please?
Shortly. The child toddler storytelling was emotional, and it brings two things to my mind: an opportunity and a need. both together, feeding each other. So I understand the opportunity is academia opening up for any, avoid the authoritarian, all of these structures and so on. I read from the organizational point of view and those processes affiliated. So that's opportunity opening up. And the challenge is cannot avoid responsibility. So responsibility, how we think, how we behave, how we do things that are already doing, but very importantly, how we'll be doing new things and to think. And I read it as a very strong need for us, not forever, as you say, not that we are we have the magics, but I read the need, and will be happy, as you're saying, anytime possible, to any form or shape, to our capacity, to I'm speaking for myself, and sharing the floor with others, to do for it, to help the child. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other?
Yes, please.
Please.
Me or Basak?
Please, Amro, go ahead.
Yes. From the coincidences that's happening now, it's at the end of the course here in academia. It's also the end of Messi in Barcelona, and he's like making a conference maybe today about that. I don't know if you know about that or no. There's also the end of the Olympiad in Tokyo, Japan. So I guess these times it's like the end of a lot of maybe many things. What I'm trying to say, it's well, as you said, Professor Hussein, it's life has to end at some point or something, and we have to get used to that. Maybe it's not a very good thing. Of course, it's very bad or it's very sad to live the moment of the end of something. But I guess it's not the last thing that we will have it to end. Maybe we have ended like before our study in school and study in the university and study. Life is just a little bit hard and tries to make us much stronger and not bear such sad moments. But I guess it's all about how these moments or how these memories end. And I guess we have, it was a very good and memorable memory. It was not a very sad or bad one, and it was like very informational, very memorable, and there was a very good moments about it. Maybe in the quarterly, maybe in the presentation. Of course, also the last course when we had to like make the lecture ourselves. It was quite professional, and it was also funny when people started commenting, and maybe funny comments. It was some good experience and some good memory. So if I were to evaluate the experience, I would say it's a very good, very great one. And maybe if it was not coming to an end, maybe it's not would be that good. So I don't know what else to say, but these moments are always hard and don't know what words to say about it. Uh, but thank you all. It was a very good company and a very good society and a very positive one. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you. So my last request, if possible, can you please check this link and leave 2 words for us? Thank you a lot for joining today. It was really great to feel you, to see you, to hear to you, to learn from you. And yes, we will be in touch and see you very soon. I will send all these texts to you so you will see it. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
God bless.
Thank you.
Take care. See you, everybody.
Okay, yeah, thank
Thank you,
you.
Hassan. Bye. Bye.